flats, yay, flats. People are afraid of flats, it seems like. They're like, oh, I don't even want to mess with it. Folding's difficult. Don't be intimidated, because I started with flats when I didn't know anything and I picked up really easy, and then I got other stuff, but flats and covers are still my favorite. Okay, so this is basically your diaper. Just one big flat chunk. It's a flour sack towel, and I am not going to be able to unfold this and get this all on screen, so it's really thin, and you can see it just fine. I'll fold it up. It's a big square. Receiving blanket is also a big chunk of fabric, which most people should have receiving blankets. They seem like they multiply at the baby shower. It's thicker than the flour sack towel. These are both 100% cotton. This one I'm pretty sure is flannel, and I'm not even sure it's just thin cotton. So that's those. I think, I'm not good with this, but I think they're both a diaper bag fold. And you just fold it into the middle, and then you fold this up, and then you fold this down to kind of catch along the back. Then you fold these into the middle to meet, and then you would fold it up and put it on. If I want more absorbency than just this one, I will put an insert in here. This is kind of how I figure out my rise too when I'm folding laundry, because that is probably the hardest thing for me, is to figure out the rise. And then if it's wrong and you have to refold it when you're trying to put it on the baby, it can be really difficult, especially when they're throwing a fit about having their diaper changed. So I use an insert to measure how far up to bring this rise, and then put the liner over top of it for a stay dry feel, or to protect against diaper cream, if I'm using that. And then I'll just fold it up, and then you put it on the baby. And then that is still, I mean, it's obviously thicker because I have more in there, but it's still really trim. And then these ones, just to compare, this one is a little thicker. So let me show you another fold. This is the other fold I've used, which is like a kite fold or something. You just fold them in to this like big long diamond. And then you fold down the top, you fold up the bottom, and it's really wide here compared to this one. It's a lot more trim in the crotch. And then I would jelly roll this in. I think I find this one a little bit harder to stuff under the cover, and it just doesn't seem to be as neat as this one. It's a little easier for me to fold this one this way and get the rise, but I like this one better. These are just the two folds I've used. If I wanted more flats, I'd probably get more receiving blankets. They're more expensive, or some kind of flannel, because I really like the flannel over the thinner flour sack towel. Oh no, I guess I shouldn't say that, because I do put an insert in here. I'll also put an insert in here if I'm going on a long car ride. I'll use the receiving blanket with an insert, and it can go for a couple hours before we have to stop. So I guess I don't know which one. I'd probably get more of both, actually, and have an even number of them, because I don't know which one I like better. Each one has its own place in my life. But if you're thinking about flats, do it. Flats are great. They're easy to wash. They're easy to dry. Those are my flats. I really like flats. They were my first, and they're still my favorite. With flats, you also need a waterproof cover, and I have 4 ones on her right now because she's wearing a flat, because they're not waterproof. So you do need, this is TPU, everything else is PUL, and then you'll need something to put on to hold them. I don't own any pins, so I have a snappy, or I have a set of boingos, which she is wearing. I feel like this video might be a little rough and hard to follow, so I might do this again. I don't know. That's just a little bit about flats, and thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.